7. 43, good, hit 2. For 22, Curry hit 4. For 32, Levi has 2. For Southwestern, for 11, Lewis had 8. 15, Green had 3. 23, Higgins had 9. 24, good, hit 20. For 42, Patterson had 5.
And a good evening and welcome to Southwestern High School and the Adelberto King Gymnasium. It is middle school basketball as tonight, 8th grade boys basketball as they celebrate 8th grade night here for Southwestern as they take on Henryville. Let's go on down to Tom Spurgeon for the ceremony.
Being accompanied by her mom, Ashley Leland. Her favorite memory was in the 6th grade when we spilled a Powerade all over someone in math and had to distract the teacher while we cleaned it up. Her words of encouragement for younger rebels is try to have fun, get good grades, and just be nice. Her thank yous is her mom, parents, her friends, family, Tina, teachers, and more. Brooklyn Boyd. Jacqueline Jackson. Being accompanied by Jacob and Abigail Jackson. Her favorite memory was one time she fell down and everyone laughed at her. Her words of encouragement of younger rebels, don't stress, be kind, and be yourself. Don't quit. She'd like to thank her teachers, her family, and her friends. Jacqueline Jackson. First player is Blake Bowley, 15. Being accompanied by his parents, Nathan and Emily Bowley. Words of encouragement to younger rebels, keep your head up, be strong. He says he wants to thank my mom for all the advice and telling me to always be humble. I love you. Thanks to my grandpa Larry for all the support, for all the sports I do. My family is amazing. Thanks to everyone. Blake Bowley. Aiden Haas, number 2. Being accompanied by Tommy Noel and Stacy Ritchie. His favorite memories have been tournaments they've been involved in and locker room visits. Words of encouragement to the younger, work hard and never give up. He'd like to thank his teammates, the coaches, especially his family for pushing him hard. Aiden Haas. Number 11 is Brady Hilton. He couldn't be with us tonight, but we wanted to recognize him. Number 4 is Landon Higgins. He's being accompanied tonight by Josh and April Higgins. His favorite memory is when Kidwell got dunked on by Keaton. His favorite words of encouragement is work hard. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. His thank yous, he wants to thank his dad, his mom, and everyone who's encouraged him. Landon Higgins. Number 34, Landon Kidwell. Being accompanied by Aaron and Jenny. His favorite memory is so many. Just see everyone in the gym having fun is good for me, he says. His words of encouragement, keep working, it only gets better. He'd like to thank his dad, his mom, and the Higginses for pushing me to do better, he says. Landon Kidwell. Number 1, Logan Scott. He's being accompanied tonight by Heather Carlock. His favorite memory is when Braden shot a fadeaway 3, 50 seconds left, and we were up by 2. Words of encouragement of younger rebels is thanks for the support from friends. And he also would like to thank his parents and Coach Chad. Number 1, Logan Scott. For 0, Caleb Seals. Being accompanied tonight by Thomas and Melody Seals. His favorite memory is in the locker room before games. Words of encouragement is work as hard as you can. Caleb would like to thank his coach, his family, and his friends. Caleb Seals, 0. And number 21 is Braden Smith. Braden being accompanied tonight by his dad, Philip Smith. His favorite memory is dunking on Landon Higgins at a party. And his words of encouragement is work harder, work harder. His thank yous, he'd like to thank his coach, his teammates, and his dad. Braden Smith. Those are our 8th graders. Let's give them a big hand.
And that is the 2020-2021 8th grade boys basketball team being honored here tonight before their ball game against Henryville. It's a night that, you look at senior night and 8th grade night when you move from middle school into high school, and of course senior night from high school into college, or just playing your final game of basketball. I'm Larry Duke. Glad to have you along with us tonight here on Rebel Vision, and want to welcome to the broadcast here this evening, and that is the assistant varsity coach at Southwestern. That is Larry Wynn. Larry, thanks a lot for sitting in tonight.
Larry, appreciate the opportunity to be here. It's always a joy to watch kids grow and advance and get ready to move on. We're looking forward to having these kids.
You know, you look at the 8th grade night, these kids will now move on to high school next year. And, it's a special night right now because some of these kids will go on, play freshman ball, and maybe even longer. But some of them, this may be the hurrah night for them.
That's very true. I always tell people that high school basketball is a lot like glory days. You got some kids like Foster that are going to go on to the next level and play. And then you've got a lot of kids that, once they get through high school, that's it. And that's their memories. And there's nothing wrong with that. That helps get everybody. I think athletics is very important to the education process. It keeps kids motivated. It keeps the community excited. And you won't find a better place to find that atmosphere than out here at Southwestern.
And, the growing part of it over the years, a lot of these guys started out together back in 4th and 5th grade. I had the pleasure of working with these guys back in 5th grade. But, they have come a long, long way from basically being a ragtag bunch, not really a lot of discipline, not a lot of fundamentals, but they're starting to gain that. But now, as they get ready to go into high school, really is the time to try to hone in on those fundamentals and those skills.
Yeah, starting this summer, of course, barring that this pandemic breaks and we get back to a regular way of life, this summer they'll get introduced to what real life basketball is at the high school level. They'll find out that the speed of the game is a lot quicker. They're going to find out that the strength of their opponents is a lot different. And, what you hope for at the younger level is that you've learned the fundamentals. If you've learned the fundamentals, we'll get you the strength, we'll get you the speed, we'll get you what you need to play at the next level. But if we have to go back and start at fundamentals, then that catches, you're working behind the 8 ball. But we feel like our coaches we have in place now have done a great job of working on the fundamentals.
I know Chad Lewis, the coach for the 8th grade team, he's been with the program for Southwestern for a good many years. And you look at some of the kids that have come up along with him that have matured into to ball players. You look at that 7th grade team that was just out there. He's had that group since I think they were like in 2nd grade and playing together. But, Chad and also Keith Medford, who has been working back to Diatley, working with them as well, through the years. These are guys that are out there giving their own time to work with these young people.
Absolutely, and they're doing an outstanding job. And one person that we can't omit is Kobe Cloud.
Yes.
Kobe absolutely we give him a hard time. We call him Dobo, for Director of Basketball Operations, okay, because he puts together the youth program. He gets the sign-ups out. He makes sure the kids have games. He's relentless, okay? And, you know, here's an individual who both his kids are in high school now, okay? He doesn't have to do that, but he does that for the love of the kids and the love of basketball. And I can't tell you how much we all appreciate Kobe and what he does and the time and the effort that he puts into that.
Yeah, and he has his, regular job that he does. Of course, most of that is done during the spring, summer, and early fall. But he dedicates so much time, and yeah, he is a guy for the guys program that has just has been. I want to say he's been a hero for this program.
Absolutely. When I first came out here is when he really started to motivate and get these kids going, because he saw that we had a group of coaches that really wanted to change the atmosphere and what was going on out here, and he really went to work to help us do that. I mean, he will go anywhere to find these kids a game, and plus he coaches. He's coaching the 6th grade kids, and he comes to practice. He keeps score for us at the ball games. He drives a bus.
The only thing he doesn't do, and Rob and I sort of complain about that, is that he never brings us up any soft drinks.
Well, you know what? I'll make sure I make mention of that, okay? We'll take care of that next game, Larry.
But he does also do some dishwashing and things like that as well. But no, Kobe is a guy that does an awful lot. Let's briefly, go back last weekend, since, varsity as well. We were talking, and also we talked to Coach Nussbaum on Saturday night on the post-game show. It was a tale of, two games, two different ones, two different, I don't want to say two different teams showed up, but it was almost like it was. On Friday night against Madison, struggled, and then on Saturday against Austin, just played very, very well.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, you got to take your hat off to Madison. Madison's got a fine basketball team. You can't take anything away from those kids. They've got a group of seniors the same as we do. We've played each other 5 times, okay? We've won 3, they've won 2. If we played 10, it'd probably be 5-5 at the end of the day. Friday night, we couldn't put the ball in the basket. If you can't hit the basket, you can't win the game. We turned around Saturday night, we came back, and we blistered the nets. And credit to our kids, that's a big ball game to the kids, okay? And they were down and out. They were not happy with the way they played. We didn't have shoot around on Saturday. We let them rest and think about things. They came in here ready for Austin, and they had that look in their eye and said, let's go. And, they understand that for part of them, this is it. And, Coach Nussbaum, we talked at the beginning of the year, and we've had a feeling that the last couple of years we may have peaked about the 1st of February, and then we actually just leveled off and didn't improve. And so we've tried to change practice schedules and how we go about things so that at the end of February we're playing our
ready
best
to
ball.
go.
And I really liked what I saw Saturday night. We've got a lot of tough games ahead of us. We got Milan coming up. South Ripley's got an absolutely excellent ball club. We've got some 3A schools. South Dearborn's playing a lot better. Scottsburg's playing well. We got to go to South Decatur, who's got practically their whole nucleus back from last year when they were in the top 5 in the state. So
unbeatable and scoring tons of points.
Yeah, we've got our work cut out for us, but one of the things we wanted to do was we wanted to strengthen our schedule so that we'd be ready to play the 1st of March.
And you look at the schedule that you've played. You had New Albany here just recently. You had a Danville ball club, in there. You had a 4A school in Columbus East that was there as well. So, really you kind of look at what's going on right now with the pandemic and everything. You're going to get some ball games that are going to be canceled, maybe not be able to reschedule, but you're playing against teams that will get you ready if you have, several in a row that may not materialize.
Absolutely. And you talk about all those teams, they all play a different style, and they've all got different athletes at their school. And That's what we're trying to prepare these kids for, to be able to take on whatever's thrown our way, And Zach's just doing an outstanding job. He's a great communicator to the kids. He's got an offensive mind that people just don't. If you're not with him every day, you wouldn't know just exactly how smart the young man is when it comes to the offensive end of the game. And from the defensive standpoint, it's been a big change for our kids. We're playing mostly man-to-man this year, and it's been a learning process, but they're starting to catch on. They're starting to catch on to the baseline concept of cutting off drives and stopping people with the dribble, and they're doing a great job. So, we just got to continue over the next 5 weeks to, keep it going uphill. And I think we can get what we want at the end of the rainbow.
That is true. And, you just take one game at a time. Milan on Friday night, and Rebel Vision will be here for that ball game on a Friday night. So you want to get tuned in for that one. Henryville and Southwestern, 8th grade boys basketball here this evening. Again, I'm Larry Duke along with Larry Wynn. As Greg Sanders sort of put it, it's the Larry and Larry show, and where's the other guy?
Yeah, that's a good point. Shout out to Greg. He's a great supporter of the Southwestern and Hanover school system. We appreciate everything he does, Larry.
Yeah, well, I appreciate him here, too, because he's been an underwriter for our Rebel Vision broadcast. And you've got a shout-out, too, that you want to get out there.
Yeah, I want to wish my dad a happy birthday. He was 91 yesterday and still doing extremely well. So happy birthday, Dad.
Is he around? He's around town, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. He still lives out of Deputy at the farm. He keeps things going out there. He takes care of everything, makes sure he gets out and gets breakfast every morning, and make sure the local people are acting correctly, okay?
Yeah, well, that's supposed to be his job. When he's 90-something, he should be the one on that. Southwestern's going to be in their white uniforms with the red. For Henryville, they'll be in their black uniforms with the white numerals. Introducing the starting lineup for both teams, and I noticed that a couple of the guys that they've got out there are not on the roster. So, but we'll go that way with it. So Southwestern, they will go with Caleb Seals, Aiden Haas, Landon Higgins, and Braden Smith and Landon Kidwell, the starting 5 for Southwestern. They've been going with that group, quite a bit here lately. One gentleman that not here tonight, you probably heard Tom Spurgeon mention, and that is Braden Helton. Braden's been with this group ever since the get-go, and Braden in quarantine. And Braden, hope you're sitting back watching. We're thinking about you. We saluted you during the 8th grade. I know you would have loved to have been here, but sit back, relax. You've got plenty of more to go here in the near future. Southwestern from left to right. Tip is going to be won by Henryville as they go ahead and start their way up. Southwestern into a man-to-man defense, getting around and laying it up. No good, but we've got a foul that's going to be called there. It's going to be called there against Braden Smith. That'll be his first and the team's first.
Yeah, that's what you call unlucky. Kid slips and falls. He just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
2 shots coming here. First one was no good. Second one up and no good. And Smith brings off the rebound. This is his first year playing with this group. He came from, if I understand right, the Versailles area, the South Ripley area down here.
This group has a lot of length to it. That's what we're excited about, the fact, because we haven't had a lot of big boys.
Caleb Seals puts in the first points for Southwestern, puts in a 3. The Southwestern up here, 3-0. Yeah, there's 3 guys that definitely tall. Then you've got Haas that is also, big and muscular out there that can help down in the low blocks.
Yeah, we're excited for this.
Timeout is called by Henryville. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Chad Lewis is the head coach for Southwestern. Jay Monk is the head coach for Henryville. And Larry, we were talking beforehand. This guy, I would say, pretty much of a legend in the Henryville school system for basketball.
Yeah, I hate to age us here a little bit, but back in our day, he made the headlines quite a bit. He was a really good ball player. Him and the Guernsey boys and those guys down there, they could play some ball.
So it's good to have somebody of his caliber working with an 8th grade team over at Henryville.
Henryville does a nice job down there with their program. They have a real headstrong head coach who does a good job. And I know he's excited because he's got his own kids, and one of his younger sons is a really good basketball player. So I'm sure they're looking forward to the future down there.
So Coach Monk comes out there and talking with a little bit of the referee. Of course, somebody that everybody knows around here.
Doc's been around a while.
He has, hasn't he? Shot from the side. That one is up. No good. Rebound comes down there to the Hornets. Back underneath. That ball tapped by Higgins. Southwestern coming up with it. 3-0 Southwestern. There's Kidwell. Sort of put that one up over. One thing that I've noticed over the years, and even just then, these big guys, the forwards, centers, they've got to square up more.
Yeah, he used his left hand, which I think is just outstanding. He didn't hesitate on the left side, went up with his left hand. But you're right, he needed to square his body.
Kidwell's going to be fouled, and the foul's going to be called there against number 12, Winowski. That's going to be his first and the team's first. Kidwell will go to the free throw line for 2. First one is up, and it is no good.
Had a nice touch on his shot, though. It looked good going off.
Second one is right there. I like the way he used his knees.
Absolutely. His follow-through was real good. Rotation of the ball was good.
4-0 in favor of Southwestern. 4:23 to go here in the first quarter. Henryville, nice steal by Kidwell. Brings it on up to Smith. Braden puts it up, and he puts it in. Nice hands down there on defense by Kidwell.
Yeah, good outlet pass, too. Had his head up, looking up the floor. Those are the things that I was talking about that, are important that young kids learn.
Higgins got a piece of that one, and a jump ball, and it's going to be Southwestern's basketball.
Kids are doing a nice job with health defense right now.
Haas is going to bring it on up. Gets it to Kidwell. Throws it up over Aiden's head there. Now, Aiden's the type of player that I think he can handle the ball, he can shoot, but I think possibly he's going to have to be, because of his size and girth and everything, probably more of a forward.
Yeah, he looks like a Zach Cole type ball player. Got the build and the body like Zach does. Kidwell made the right move there. He was expecting him to go onto the corner, and he didn't do that. Nice
steal by Landon. Kidwell from the right-hand side. He puts it up and in. Kidwell now with 3 points. And it's an 8-0 ball game for Southwestern.
Yeah, go back to the fundamentals. He stole that ball, dribbled the ball length of the floor, and didn't have any trouble. Took it right down.
Shot up, no good. Us with the rebound. Aiden brings it on up. Cuts it over to Smith on the far side. Higgins had a tough time trying to hang on to it, but he was able to flip it back in. Here's Seals. And we've got a timeout called by Southwestern. 2:37 to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 in favor of Southwestern. Timeout there by Coach Lewis, and I think, what he did was trying to, tell the guys without having to do a lot of yelling to explain exactly how they should really penetrate on that one play.
Absolutely. It was a good teaching moment for him. He's telling the kids where they need to go, the positioning, and that type of thing. Young kids today, one of the biggest problems they have with basketball is learning to move without the basketball. And I think that's what Chad's trying to emphasize there. Henryville's playing a little zone, trying to take away the drive and offset some of the size that Southwestern has. And because of that, he's trying to get these kids to move just a little more.
Ball comes in from the side. Henryville's made some substitutions. Back out to Smith. Seals makes the move into the lane on the left-hand side. Runs into traffic, but gives it off to Haas, and that's a good move over there from the left-hand side.
Nice drive. Took the opening and went straight to the bucket. Nice drive.
10-0. Coming up on 2 minutes now to go. Shot from the side, in, out, rebound, fought for. Going to come down there to Henryville, and that one goes in.
Yeah, Southwestern got a little out of position. They gambled on a pass, and everybody had to try to make up, and that left one man open for the rebound.
Grant Good got that basket. First 2 points for Henryville. Bounce pass out again. Work middle. That's going to be Higgins, and he's going to be fouled. And that one's going to be against Grant Good. Be his first, going to be the team's second. Referee's not blowing the whistle like they did in the first half in that Austin game.
No, they aren't.
Underneath, that's Smith. Braden now with 4. 12-2 Southwestern. Coming across here on the near side.
I don't believe that 12 played in the Sounds Great game.
He did.
That's what I thought.
Almost the same size there as Caleb.
He didn't grow any in between games,
No.
did he?
As I was telling you, that's about how big I was back in 7th grade. Just working around the top, and we've got a whistle. It's going to be 3 seconds there against Henryville. Yeah, that's the reason why I sort of gave up playing basketball and went to baseball.
You can't tell. He might win the little man Mr. Basketball award they give in Indiana. You can't ever tell. Right?
Or he'll just scoot up and be about 6'7".
Yeah, that happens everywhere but here.
Yeah. Here's Seal. Gets that one taken away. Okay, we're going to take it all the way down. Nothing. Tapped around underneath. Kidwell's going to come out of there with it. Haas behind the back, 15-footer, going to be up, no good. Seals with the rebound. He's going to put it up, and it bounced around a couple of times. Didn't quite flush down. Oh, there's a little palm of the side, but no call by the referee.
He did catch that dance step underneath the basket, though, so 1 out of 2 is not bad.
That's Doc, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Coming down on 9 seconds to go. Southwestern will play from 1. Seals up, and that's it. We're at the end of 1 here from Southwestern tonight. It is 8th grade at night here at Southwestern as they salute the 8th graders here this evening. And let you know that when it comes on down, to the girls, if I believe right, Tom told me that's going to be February the 10th when they play Crothersville. We'll do it all over again, and going to try to get either Devin or Dad up here to do it. And, either one, I don't think I'm going to have too much mic time.
I understand that. They'll probably get a pitch in about the old red house or something in too while we're up here. So
You never know. You never know. 12-2 in favor of Southwestern here tonight. Again, varsity action coming up Friday and Saturday. Milan on Friday, Mitchell on Saturday.
Yeah, Mitchell's got a new coach this year, so we gotta re-scout that.
You know, you were talking about, Madison's ball club earlier. I got to talk about Luke Miller. 12 points away from 1,000 points for that young man. I've seen him for years because of his dad over at Hanover. And, if he gets it on Friday night against Silver Creek, he's doing against one of his dad's old Hanover teammates in Brandon Hoffman.
Oh yeah, Luke's a fine young man, and he's a really good basketball player. Shoots the ball extremely well. He fits into Sharon's offense. He's always seems to be at the right spot at the right time.
Good hustle there by Haas, but just couldn't quite get a hold of it. Underneath, ball swirls around and goes in. That is O'Bannon.
Yeah, that'll be an exciting time for Luke if he gets his 12 against them.
Especially at home.
Absolutely.
Underneath, Smith up, tried to bank it. Nothing, and a foul. Going to be called there against Smith. It's going to be his second.
It meant a lot for Matt Williams to get his 1,000th here at home.
Out there on the court right now, came in for Seals, number 15, Blake Boley. I don't know that kid whatsoever.
No family resemblance?
Not with the red hair. Ball going to be out of bounds, and a foul going to be called there against Logan Scott. Logan's first, team's third. Blake out there on the court. Adam up here doing the camera for us. Underneath, shot up, no good. Nice straight up arms there by Landon Higgins, but foul comes down. And it's going to be there against Haas. That's going to be his first.
Looked like a good block from up here. But I would never question the referee.
No. First one is up, and it's no good.
I believe he had weight class today, don't you?
Yeah. Second one is up. No good. Rebound comes down there to Higgins. Haas brings it down across inside the lane. Kicks out now to a Boley. Haas again. Looks to flip it in there to Kidwell. Kidwell didn't make enough separation on it out there. Taken away by Henryville. Three-pointer is up, and it is good. That one is a Morris, Lucas Morris with a three.
It's hard for kids to understand to get that ball up in the air when you got somebody as big as Landon. You got to get it up in the air. Let him go get it.
Also in the ball game for Southwestern is number 1, Logan Scott. And Haas puts in a three. He now has 5 points, 15-7 in favor of Southwestern. We've coming up on the 4-minute mark left in the first half. Bounce in, tapped away there by Kidwell. Haas brings it down out to Scott. Now to Boley. Works over to the left. Brings it out there to Higgins. Landon's going to start his way in. Kick out there to Haas. Little head fake there. Lost the basketball, but was able to get it into Boley for a three. No good. Just hit the front of the rim. Henryville back down.
three from there. I think all players have their sweet
spot out there, yeah. 20-7. And O'Banion gets his fourth point of the evening. And Blake Boley gets his first 2 points of the night.
It's a good pass. Recognize the open man down floor. Hit him up with a nice left-handed layup.
That's one thing that, you know, you've got to try to do as well. Look for that open man. Don't, you know, be the one-on-one man. Look for that teammate. I'm gonna bring that now to Foster. You know, he's looking the floor for anybody. He's had more assists this year, I think, just at this particular time than he's had over the past 3 years.
Foster is he believes in making the extra pass. We talk about it. We actually write that up on the board before every game. Make the extra pass. And Foster's a believer in that, and that's why he's going to be a successful college basketball player, because he sees the floor. Foster's a player that's like having a coach on the floor. He really knows the game. He understands the game, and he loves the game. People have no idea how many hours that young man has put in for him to be where he's at today.
Well, he even went the extra mile when he had that ankle injury, and even got into the pool for some physical therapy.
Absolutely. He just absolutely loves the game.
1:24 to go here in the half, 22-9. Shot from the side, not going to be there. Foul going to be called against Higgins. Going to be his first.
That's something that he'll learn as we move on up, that, you know, contain defense. You don't have to block the shot. Just contain, you know, aggravate the person. You don't have to block it.
Shot is up and good on the first one by Morris. Second one is no good. Down to 1:13 to go here. 22-10 in favor of Southwestern. Haas comes around over to the left. Here's Boley. Backs it out. We got a foul called there against Kidwell as he moved a little bit too much into the player that he was defending.
Yeah, threw his hip into him just a little bit. It's been a point of emphasis on all officials this year, high school, all levels. That was one of the things they said they wanted to cut down on those.
45 seconds now. Bounce pass in, going on up with it. Basket is going to go by O'Bannon, and he will go to the line. Foul's going to be called there against Haas. That's going to be his second. Team's ninth. Shot is up and good, so he completes the three-point play. And Dusty now with 7 points in the ball game, 22-13.
Tell you what, that little number 12's played more in this game than he played in the 7th grade game.
And to tell you the truth, he's been a thorn in everybody's side. There's Boley with 2.
Good baseline shot, fake and drive.
4 points now for Blake. Here on the near side. Down to 8 seconds to go. That's a pretty good matchup between Caleb and him.
Yeah, they're going at it, aren't they?
And we're at the end of the first half of play here from Southwestern. Rebels lead it by a score of 24-13. We're going to take a little break. We'll come back, take a look at the scoring, and get ready for the second half of tonight's ball game. You're watching Rebel basketball right here on Rebel Vision. And we welcome you back to Southwestern 8th grade boys basketball. taking a look at Southwestern scoring in the first half. Caleb Seals with 6. Aiden Haas has a total of 7. Blake Boley with 2. Braden Smith, or rather Blake Boley with 4. Braden Smith with 4. Landon Kidwell with 3. It was 12-2 at the end of the first. Henryville outscored Southwestern 11-10 in that second quarter, but still has that lead here at 24-13 over Henryville here tonight. I'm Larry Duke. Larry went along with me here this evening. Larry, a varsity assistant coach for Southwestern. And now we got to watch what we say, Larry, because Zach's watching.
Zach, he's he should get coach of the county right now, okay? Maybe even Southern Indiana. Maybe he should be part of the all-star team coaches. Hey, Zach, how you doing, buddy?
He's doing a good job. He's doing a good job for us tonight, Zach. Henryville with the basketball starting off. Bounce pass. Almost grabbed there by Smith. Got a piece of it there. Working out down. Here's Higgins taking it to the hoop. A little off balance, but he was able to throw his body back enough to pick up the foul.
That was a good, strong move to the basket, and he protected the ball and was able to get the shot off. And, 50-50 chance of getting an old-fashioned three-point play there, so that's a good move.
Higgins to the line for the first time tonight, looking for his first points. I think Landon Higgins has grown since fourth grade at least a foot.
I can remember him coming to camps, Larry, and I can vouch for that. He's grown at least a foot.
And he's put on some muscle, too. He's not just all the wiry arm and legs anymore.
No, he's come a long way in his development.
Henryville working it in from the near side. Kick out, shot up, no good. Rebound comes over there to Caleb. You got to get a stretching machine, though, on Caleb. Get a little bit more height on him. Here's Smith, take a shot. Doesn't quite bank, and a foul going to be called on the rebound. It's going to be called there against Higgins. Landon picks up his second. Team's first.
Good hustle foul. He can't get aggravated
at
that.
No.
Yeah.
And it was in the situation, too, where, you had both the guys there that were in close proximity with each other.
Just one of those calls. We'll get on Doc after the game.
Sounds good. Shot up from a three. No good. Rebound comes down there to Kidwell. Over to Seals. Higgins almost threw that one away. Inside, Smith, turnaround jumper, and got it.
He got every part of the rim, but he got her to drop, didn't he?
6 points now for Smith. Going to go a little bit of height different right now, putting Aiden out there on him. But they put Caleb on a little bit bigger man, and he beats him to it.
Yeah, I believe we need to make a switch there, don't you?
Oh, yeah. 9 points for O'Bannon.
I think the referee had a little plug in his whistle there because it was a line violation.
Yeah.
He finally got it out.
Jay got up there and made sure he knew.
Yeah, I believe Jay said, you need a little help on that one, don't you, sir?
Inbounds comes in, working it off onto the left-hand side. Stolen away by Haas. Aiden come down on the right-hand side. Going to underhand it right on up and took a couple of bounces there and finally dropped in.
Yeah, did a little Euro step there. Got it in.
9 points now for Aiden. Feed into the middle. Looks around. Good play there by Smith. Straight up and down with those arms. Outlet pass to Kidwell and didn't quite get the step and a push-up from the left-hand side.
Yeah, he should have stopped and powered that ball up, and then he could have probably got an old-fashioned three-point play. Appreciate the fact that he tried to use his left hand. That, that's one of the fundamental things that you got to be happy with that these kids are doing.
Oh, yes. Again, you look at, really from 5th on up to 8th, that is your learning time. Foul going to be called there against, I believe that's going to be against Smith, and it is, and that is going to be number 3 on him. Second team foul. O'Bannon's going to go to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Make that 2 for 2.
You don't have any jinx working for you, do you?
Oh, I did Saturday. All those missed shots on the free throw line by Austin.
Yeah.
That's where they came from.
Okay. I'll tell him.
Except Greg said it a couple of times for Southwestern. So blame Southwestern misses on Greg.
Got it. Got it.
Seals gives it over to Scott. Logan tries to feed it over, not quite high enough. Out to the top. Bounce pass in. Nice dribble drive.
Good move. Spun right off the dribble. They must be short on numbers in Henryville, or maybe some out because of COVID. You see a lot of 7th graders plus 8th graders.
28-18, 2 minutes to go here in the third. Yeah, you talk about that. The Southwestern Middle School girls quarantined. All their games this week have been postponed.
I don't want to jinx this. I'm going to knock on wood somewhere, but we've been very fortunate so far this year.
Foley almost had a takeaway. 3-pointer, no good, and Higgins with the rebound. Seals tries to work in. Can't quite get the pass there to Scott. Over on the side, that one is in. That one by Kramer. That is going to be his first 2. And timeout is going to be called by Southwestern. 30-second timeout. 1:17 to go here in the third quarter. It's now an 8-point ball game at 28-20 in favor of Southwestern.
Chad's got a couple of kids in foul trouble. I think he's trying to steal some minutes here to get to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's got Scott with 3 fouls. He's got Smith with 3 fouls. Haas and Higgins also with 2 fouls. Again, one of the Southwestern 8th graders not here this evening. That is Braden Helton, quarantine. Tell you, he's got a little brother that's going to be coming up. That's Quentin. Whoo! Tell you, that kid can play.
He can play. Coach Nussbaum's got a little boy coming up.
Well, I think they might be playing on the same team together. I'm not sure.
Yeah, his son Andrew can flat play the game.
But Braden, hopefully he can get back here real soon.
I'm glad Stephanie's got a lot of athletic ability on her side of the family. But I doubt if Zach's listening, so I'll be okay.
If not, we'll know it. Henryville, 15-footer. Higgins got a piece of that one right from behind.
Nice block shot.
It's good to see really the number of people for middle school that is out here, really for both schools.
Absolutely. That's probably one of the biggest disappointments for our varsity kids.
Almost over the back there by Higgins.
They've been used to playing in front of such big crowds all their life, and then this happened.
Foul going to be called on the shot. So Bannon's going to go to the line, and Higgins just picked up his third. So you got Scott, Higgins, and Smith all with 3. Dusty O'Bannon to the free throw line. First one is no good.
Shouldn't have to worry about a block out here. They're so confident in this, man. They don't even put anybody on the line.
Well, he's got the scoring tonight. 10 points. 10 of the 20 points for Henryville. Make that 11 of the 21.
Be nice to get a good hoop here right at the end of the quarter.
Shot put up there by Scott, short. Kidwell tried to get a hold of it, but here's O'Bannon. Works there against Boley and Seals. Boley kind of got his man mixed up there. Had to hurry up back over to the far side. That time he did tip it, but right in the hands of O'Bannon.
Too much gambling on the passes there. Just play solid defense.
Underneath, no good, but a foul's going to be called there against Haas. That is now his third. Two shots coming here. First one is good.
Southwestern's kind of quit attacking the basket here a little bit this quarter. They've got to get back. They were driving, making good moves, kicking out, getting some open shots from outside. They got to go back to look like Chad was running a 1-4 offense there, and they were getting a lot of good shots. We need to get back into that.
5-point game now. Southwestern leads at 28-23. 8 seconds to go. Haas.
Good move.
Right on up to the hoop and good. And that's the end of the third quarter. Southwestern is going to go to the fourth quarter leading by 7 here in the ball game with a score of 30-23. Go ahead.
So just going to say that broke the momentum a little bit there that Henryville had. That's a good move there to end the quarter.
Don't forget Friday and Saturday here at Southwestern, the Delbert King Gymnasium. Boys varsity against Milan and Mitchell. That Milan ball game is going to be a big one in the ORVC. South Ripley beat Milan last week in a close ball game.
Yeah, I think it was either a 7 or 9 point game. Milan's they've got some big kids. They're very strong. They always play us tough. It goes all the way back to junior high ball. Those kids, they remember each other, and it's just a dogfight every game. Last year they beat us on a last-second shot. Yeah. Truly a last-second shot right at the end of the game.
You know, more and more I look at that video, I still say it did not leave his hand by the time the buzzer sounded.
Yeah.
But, hey, it's over. You know, it's over and done with.
I never thought we lost a game any. So we're still playing as far as I'm concerned. But no, that's the breaks of the game.
Here's O'Bannon.
Oh, good defensive play.
And a steal there by Seals.
Good defensive play. Ran in under him, knocked that right out of bounds.
So they'll take it out on the baseline. Comes into O'Bannon. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Ball bounces off of Haas out of bounds. 30-23 Southwestern, 5:40 to go in the ball game. Shot no good. Rebound though comes down by Henryville. Going to drive the line and put it in from backhand and in for Morris.
Yeah, reverse layup there. That's a good move for an 8th grader.
30-25. Here's Seals. Over to Scott. Stolen away. Here's O'Bannon. Takes it in from the left and puts that one in. It is now a 3-point ball game in favor of Southwestern. Tried to look for Kidwell, and he was looking the opposite way. 7th and 8th grade back in action on a Thursday night. They'll be here against Shaw.
Conference game.
Conference game for them. Then looking a little bit ahead. On February 1st, they'll be at Madison.
Good rebound there by the Smith boy.
Puts it up, nothing there. Foul going to be against Morris. It's only the team's second for Henryville. Shot underneath, a nice one there by Smith.
Caught him sleeping. Good pass, good play.
Outside, no good. Seals with the rebound. Then ball goes off the foot of Henryville. Smith walks his way around and in from the left-hand side. Good move there by Braden Smith as he just walked right around the defense and in on the left side. 34-27 timeout called with 4:04 to go here in the ballgame.
You know, it doesn't matter what level you play at. You see this happen all the time. Southwestern makes a couple substitutions. The opposing team, in this case Henryville, doesn't talk about it, and kid gets left wide open because of, well, he's not my man. No, he's not mine either. I don't know who he is. Boom, and you know, Southwestern been able to take advantage of it. Smith boys made 2 nice moves to the basket, and boom, they're back up by 7.
One thing that I've noticed here tonight, you know, we talked about it earlier, they're looking for the open man. And they're playing more as a team tonight and working the basketball and not working as fast as what they have earlier in the season.
Yeah, that's maturity. You know, they're learning how to play the game. Chad's done a good job of getting them to understand what it takes to play the game, and they're doing a good job.
Inadvertent whistle there by Doc Boyd. Of course, Brianna Howard.
Picture over there on the wall.
Just over here to the right-hand side of us. And, of course, her daughter was up at Columbus East. Or was it North?
No, she played in North.
North, that's right.
That's right. Played at North.
Played for Pat McKee.
Yep.
Cody Kramer with his second foul. Third team. Inside, nice put up there by Higgins, but just not quite enough. But that shows you the size and also with the stretch of the arms.
Yep. Execution of the play, though, you know, they executed it like they were supposed to. The ball just didn't drop.
Tipped there by Kidwell, and then when Henryville went to go get it, they took it out of bounds. Here's Seals, takes it underneath, nothing. Rebound comes down.
You appreciate the way the Seal boy broke the press. He got out of the corner as soon as he caught the ball and got it out to midcourt to where nobody could trap him.
Foul going to be on Higgins? And it's going to be on Higgins. That'll be number 4 on him. Yeah, we talk about Caleb. He had a problem over the last several years that he would dribble with his head down and get caught in those traps.
He did a nice job on that last possession.
Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down there to Higgins. Landon's going to bring it on up, takes it into the hoop, nothing. He's got a younger brother that plays on the 7th grade team that is also a pretty doggone good player. Shot, nothing. Rebound comes down there to Smith, and he takes a header there, and Morris is going to pick up the foul.
Good rebound, looking up the floor. They had a break going there. If that boy hadn't tripped him, looked good.
34-27. Southwestern. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. That's a little hesitation step there against Good. Was able to get by him.
I like the fact they realize there's no need to be in a hurry. They've got the lead.
Over to Seals. Ball tapped out of bounds there by O'Bannon. Kidwell will trigger in. Smith, he brought that one down from the hip and up in for 2.
He made a nice strong move to the basket. He's made 3 in a row on that.
He's got 6 just here in the 4th quarter. Off to the corner, shot up and no good. Rebound comes down there to Smith. Here's Seal. He's way too far under, but he did the right thing by bringing it on back out. Coming up on a minute to go. Kidwell with a 3. Landon, a little bit too far out there, buddy.
Yeah, it's one of those things we got to learn. You're ahead, clock's in your favor.
Here's Haas up and in. $13 points for Aiden. Timeout is called. 43 seconds to go here in the ball game. Against Southwestern back here on Thursday night. Health permitting. I think that's what I said Saturday when we were talking. I can't remember. But anyway, because every day you just don't know.
Nope.
On exactly how it's going to be, day by day.
Somebody's going to change a rule, and that's the way it's going to be. Our county's been pretty fortunate, though. I think that's a credit to everybody in Jefferson County that they've, tried to live up to the rules that everybody's been telling us to live by, and the mask and the social distancing. I know that the kids here at the school work real hard at it, and if you look across the stands, you've got a lot of parents with their mask on. You've got a few that don't. But overall, I think most people are really trying to.
In fact, I think I saw a little bit that during the month of December and through mid part of January, Jefferson County had the least numbered days in the red.
Yeah, our county's done real well, and that's just a tribute to everybody in the county. The fact that they respect each other enough to try to keep us going.
Shot from the side, in and out. Rebound comes off there to Kidwell. Outlet pass now to Haas. 15 to go. And this one is going to belong to the Rebels as they'll come out with a 38-27 victory over Henryville tonight. And we'll take on Shaw on Thursday night.
Nice win.
Talk a little bit about what you've seen and a little bit about the ball game, Larry.
Well, there's a couple things that I'm really happy with. Number one, there wasn't a lot of turnovers by the kids, okay? They took care of the basketball pretty well. Especially, you can't lose sight of where we're at. We're at the 8th grade level, okay? I like their spacing on the floor. They didn't get in each other's way when other kids went to make a move. That's real important. They tried to run their offense that Chad's put in place for them. On the defensive end, they knew help defense. When somebody got open, another person slid over and tried to help them. So they made the extra pass. You didn't see many forced shots out here with this group of young men. And you have to understand that these kids are still growing, and that makes a big difference in what they're doing. And when I used to coach a lot of 8th grade basketball, and when I coached 8th grade basketball, I used to tell the kids before we started, I said, look at the kid to your left and look at the kid to the right. They may not be part of this by the time you're juniors and seniors in high school because kids develop differently. And, if you want this, you just got to keep working at it. And I think that's the situation here. I know that Coach Nussbaum's looking forward to this group, especially with the size and length that they have because, we haven't been blessed with a lot of that. But you can tell these kids are going to grow. The fundamentals are there, and, we just got to keep developing them as coaching staff.
Well, Larry, I want to say thank you very much for helping out tonight. Really like the part of information for these young players on what they can use to develop here in the near future and also what to look for next year.
Well, I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to sit up here with the legend. Okay, I thank you very much, and I want to tell you that we really appreciate everything you do for the Southwestern school. The pandemic has kept these kids from having a lot of people in the stands, and as I alluded to earlier, that's real important to our senior kids. They're used to playing in front of fans, and they miss that. And with the fact that you guys give us all the radio time and everything that you do. We really, really appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you from all of us.
Well, I tell you, the one thing that, in college with the Hanover group, I do it because of people that maybe can't make it because they live so far away, like for football down in Georgia, Florida, and everything. This is for them that can't make it. But before you cut out here, let's go over the scoring for Southwestern real quick. Caleb Seals had 6, Aiden Haas with 13, Blake Boley with 4, Braden Smith with 12, Landon Kidwell with 3 on the evening. So
it's good balanced scoring for an 8th grade team,
38-27, your final score. Larry, again, thank you very much. We'll see you out here Friday night with the varsity against Milan.
Absolutely.
And again, thanks a lot. And if Zach ever tells you to get out or whatever, just come on up here. You can join Rob and I any old time. We'll love it.
I appreciate that. I'm always looking for something else to do. So, I appreciate that. No, it's been a real enjoyment. And anything you can do for the kids, I'm all about.
All right, Larry, thanks a lot. See you Friday night.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for us here tonight from Southwestern. So until Friday night with Southwestern and Milan, I'm Larry Duke saying so long.